Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Hello.
All right, you're good. Hi, welcome to Fairly Honest with Sam and Tim. We're just going to kick off. So, did you see somebody who didn't make your day then?
I did. I saw there was multiple people. It was at a stoplight, and
Are they just driving like assholes? Is that
no,
what you were mad about?
it was at a stoplight, and it cycled through 4 fucking iterations before I got to go.
What?
There was construction. At least there was a little entertainment watching these construction guys. Like, I'm like watching them doing like their jobs, and I'm like, I can't even imagine that being my job because like, it's not that it was hard. It does look
I'm a
hard.
pussy. I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like it's hard work or anything. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's hard
But you
work.
got to
I get
stand all day,
But,
and
like,
you got to stand in the sun.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, maybe 6% hard work, and then the rest of it, whatever the math is, it works out, is standing around shooting the shit. And you know they sit there and just talk shit about all these people.
Oh my God, yeah.
In the
Look
cars.
At this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Look at what
Look at
he's
this guy.
driving.
This is fat ass getting Chipotle. This motherfucker.
Look at this motherfucker. He's been sitting at the stop. Hey, change it to red again.
Yeah, no, there's a guy in the corner with a button, and
Oh,
he's just
fuck.
like fucking
He's
pushing
like,
buttons.
Dude,
So
you see that Subaru back there?
That
That motherfucker's not going today.
Oh, dude, I work so hard
He's
to get around
tapping his hands on the steering wheel. He looks he looks like he's anxious to try to get back to work.
I was trying to get around. I got around this truck. I worked so hard to get around this semi truck, and I did it. I'm like so proud of myself. And then I got to the light, and it's like bang, 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 over and over. It was like, "Welcome to Oz, bitch," but it was, but it was a fucking stoplight, gang raping like a ton of people.
I had people do this on the highway. I don't. You live in Appleton, so you probably or not. Appleton,
I
you
live close enough.
like south
Yep.
of here.
Yes.
So you don't have to go on it, but I have to go across like the Leo Frigo.
What's that?
So it's a bridge,
Okay.
the big bridge that like.
Oh,
you go slightly north, and
The one that's got all the suicide signs on it.
Yeah. So I go there for that reason.
Okay.
And,
You just check them out the signs.
Yeah.
See if there's
I like to pull over.
any
occasionally.
takers.
I've made a ton of friends that way. I just pull over and they go,
And they're like,
"Hey, what's wrong? Hey, what's up, man?" And I'm like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Will you be my friend?
And they're like, I mean, if you were in that situation, right, and they pull over to help you out, they'd be like, "Yeah, I'll be your friend."
I'll be your friend. Yeah, just for now. And then after, like a day later, you call them up and you're like,
"Hey, you want to hang out?" And
What
they're
the
like,
"Who the fuck are you?"
"Yeah,
You're like, "I'm the bridge guy."
yeah, I'm actually headed there now. You want to hang out?"
I like to.
And they're like, "Yeah, actually, I'll be right there." That's pretty fucked up. That's really fucked up. Like they're almost obligated to be your friend because you're standing on the bridge.
Oh my god. Yeah. So, anyways, I ordered Chipotle and it was supposed to be delivery, and I accidentally clicked, pick up or whatever, and I'm like, wow, that was really cheap. Like normally it's like almost $20 for delivery for a fucking
It
burrito,
was
right?
cheap, yeah.
And it was like $13, and I'm like, okay, what happened? So I'm like suspicious right away, and I looked, and I'm like, I done fucked up.
The delivery is me getting my
Yeah,
ass in the car. to go.
and I'm like, is it really worth $7 for me to drive my ass over there? And then as I was sitting at that light 4 times, I'm like, yes, absolutely worth $7. I will pay $7 for somebody else to sit there at that fucking light 4 times in a row, and
to
like
deliver it to me.
yeah, and like when you watch like any of those delivery apps and you can see the little dot, and it gets to a spot and it's just stuck, and you're just like, oh,
motherfucker got into a crash. I don't know if I ever told you this. I went to New York City once. Okay, it was like one of the shittiest projects I've ever worked on. It was also one of the worst experiences in a town I've ever had because the whole place smelled like piss.
New York City.
Yes, New York City. And I just ordered Ubers while I was there because I'm not gonna fucking walk everywhere. Also, I'm not gonna drive everywhere because there's no fucking possible way I'm driving anywhere.
Business or pleasure?
Business.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
It stank like piss the whole time, and actually, it was not a good experience. We'll
That's
just
what-
say like, so I did it like freelance. I literally like broke even. The project was like, it turned out really well, but like the process to like get to the end, it was like.
So that's one of the things. Like
It was like, basically like the person was like sitting over my shoulder, like, okay, up,
down.
okay, bring it down, okay, bring it up.
You just want to hand
and
to the camera
like you're
and
back,
just be like,
you're back at like the same fucking spot you were at the beginning.
yeah,
You're like,
I fucking hate
this
my
is
life.
why you like let the person
Just
do it, like.
So that's one of the things about like when you see pictures of New York and people that haven't been there, they're like, wow, it looks crowded.
Yeah.
It
Oh, it
looks
looks like so
like
much fun.
It looks you're just like if that's what blows your hair back, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I see that stuff, but then you throw in that I guess it would be the third sense, right? How many senses are there? There's sense of smell,
Like 6.
sight.
You only
There's-
have 2?
I don't know, dude. Like most of that shit got ruined in the army. So, like my smell's fucked. I can't
Okay.
hear shit.
Okay.
I'm barely able to talk anymore.
I
So,
noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, like you look at those pictures and you're like, okay, it looks kind of crazy, chaotic. I get it.
Kind of looks fun. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you throw in the sense of smell, and that's
Yes.
a whole different dynamic.
Actually,
of
so
like,
if every picture of like New York City included like a little jar of piss that you opened up and smelled while you were
it's
looking
a
at
scratch and sniff, dude. Like, it's a
it would be
fucking.
fucking accurate, dude. It smelled like urine all over New
Can you
York City.
imagine? Here's a futuristic thing, right? So you got on your computer and you're like scrolling the Google or whatever,
Yeah.
and you find a picture of whatever it is you're looking at,
Mhm.
and you click on it, and then like the computer emits a little mist of piss or
Fucking ass.
fucking hobo
Sweat, yeah.
hobo smell, and you're just like, I smell hobo chili and
Yeah.
piss, and they're like, but that would be crazy because, like if you ever looked at a dump, you're just like seagulls and like so that dump
Yeah,
that's
bird shit. It would just smell like bird shit.
there's a dump that's in a town right outside of Appleton. It's like in the city, like
Mhm.
in the
Yeah,
and like they built houses on top of a part of it.
I know exactly where you're talking about because there was a day like when I worked for the news station. There was a
Yeah.
day when it was so fucking windy. There were garbage bags blowing down the street
Mhm.
from
Mm-hmm.
the dump. I think it's in like Little Chute or something
Yeah.
like that.
Kakana.
Dude, it
And-
smelled like fucking ass.
Yeah,
It
so
was really
these people,
bad.
they have their houses like across the street from the dump, right? They built them there,
Yeah,
and their basements are just like
fucked.
yeah, like fucking destroyed.
Dude,
Like
that
it
sucks.
just like you go in your like. So for me, I have a cat. We have the cat in the basement, the cat box. It's a fucking perpetual nightmare that I'd live
Yeah.
with, and because the children don't do their jobs, and I just have that cat piss smell every once in a while. But I can't imagine opening the door and just smelling like fucking
Yeah.
hot trash, like
Yeah,
on a
hot
hot
trash.
day, like.
Like your basement is just cooking.
It's a tomb.
Garbage.
It's a tomb of,
Yeah.
like it literally like outside the walls of your basement is
Like normally,
Trash is, like,
sometimes you
trying
walk
to
into like the
infiltrate.
kitchen or into that room where the garbage is, and you're like,
or you
Ooh,
come back from
yikes,
like a
there's-
long trip,
there's
right?
something's a little ripe in there.
Yeah,
Like,
you come from a long
but it
trip,
smells like that all the time.
and you open the door and it's just like you got sucker punched by like fucking
Dude, I hate that.
old ass mac and cheese. That you
And
left
then
in
you're
the-
like fucking guessing. You're like,
yeah, where's the smell?
okay, did I not like put something down the garbage disposal, or did I not
And-
forget? Did I forget to run it?
And you're second guessing yourself too. Like maybe I shit myself and I didn't even know it. And it's like,
I think that's one of those like sixth sense things, Tim. I don't really ask.
I think
myself
that's a
that
seventh sense
yeah.
when you like I've lost all those senses. Like I live in a perpetual state of almost shitting my pants at any time of the day. Like that is my life. It's
Yeah. Dude, I didn't even finish my New York story.
oh sorry.
I was basically I got in the Uber in New
Yeah.
York,
Yeah.
and like I had the experience that you had,
Mhm.
like where you see
So-
see the car like stopped,
Right.
like on the Uber map. Except my Uber driver like shot past a left lane and then took a hard left in front of all of the people.
Oh my God.
Who were waiting, and then we got pulled over. So I was sitting in the back of an Uber in New York City with a guy who does not speak English,
You're so fucked.
arguing with a cop that he didn't
You're so fucked.
he didn't know, he didn't mean to, he won't do it again, and he's like, I'm just working, and he's gesturing at me, and the cop's like, fuck, like,
Yeah. So you write a ticket or what?
I don't know if the guy got a ticket or not. We sat there for fucking
I'm gonna
20
tell you
minutes,
so-
and my hotel was right down the road.
I'm gonna tell
too.
you this story sounds kind of made up.
This one does.
Are you being fairly honest right now, or are you just being?
No,
like-
I'm being 100% honest. I wish I had a screenshot of it, but like, the reason why your delivery story made me think of it is
Yeah.
because I was looking at my map
Yeah.
and my icon on the
yeah,
map,
and it's just not moving.
and my hotel was like a block away.
Yeah, you're like, dude, I'll just.
like a New York block.
Oh, that's far though.
And so, but like, I fucking could have walked. I could have
A
just
block
gotten out of
isn't
the car
a block
and
like a
walked.
quarter mile or some shit like that in New York?
Yeah, but
it's far.
I could have fucking walked because we were sitting in the car with the cop for that
Yeah,
long.
and you're like, excuse me, officer, I like. To
I was like,
bounce."
I paid for this. I didn't even rate the guy. I'll be honest. Like, I was just like,
He
over
got,
it.
he got a 0 stars.
Well, I
is that-
mean, he didn't even get rated.
No stars, no rate.
It wasn't a 1, so it just
no
didn't-
rating. Like yeah, you can no rate somebody.
What do you think you are? So you know, Uber passengers have
Oh
like
my god,
have
I
a
know
rating
this.
too?
Yes.
What are
What?
you?
I
I got to
never-
be like a 4.
Yeah, 4.
I talk
So,
sometimes too
okay,
much because
yeah.
it's awkward. You're like with a
Yeah,
stranger.
the quietness and stuff. So like, here's the thing. Like, I've only been in an Uber a few times when I lived in Nashville.
So you probably got a good story.
I don't know.
Score.
Maybe I drove Uber for a while too. That was
Did you
exciting. Oh
really?
yeah.
Around here?
No, in Nashville.
Really?
Yeah, for like.
What was your Uber? So you have a driver rating?
Probably, yeah. Probably for like 4 months or so, and it was sketch, dude.
0 stars. This guy can't fucking hear me when I'm talking.
Drove way too
like
fast.
He shits his pants. Got me to the destination. And I had to puke.
Inside of the car smells like New York City.
He might have been pissing his pants.
Yeah. So.
Did you just pick up people from like bars and shit or what?
No, I did like airport runs. So
okay.
yeah, but I drove mostly during the day. I never drove at night. I couldn't handle the drunk people, mostly because I wanted to be drunk, and so like, I was like, I'm not gonna be carting around these assholes because I want to be the asshole. So that's kind of where we went with that. But yeah, there was some bachelorette parties that I had. I had a little Ford Focus ST, right? It's a little 5-door hatch. And and it's a little speedy thing, but like it only sits 4 people, and that's uncomfortably like they're on top of each other.
They're like you really have to tuck your knees in the back of a Ford
and there's
Focus
like like
ST.
if you're in a car and you go around a corner and like you might have a little bit of slippage or slidage on the back seat because you have that little bit of space, so everybody kind of jostles.
Yes,
there was no space, and so like you'd go around a corner and like the whole back it was just like a line of meat just moving back and forth. All that would move was their head. Their head would bobble left and right, and then.
You ever watch that on a plane? By the way, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt your story, but like you hit turbulence and like
I think it's only fair because I interrupted your New York story, so now we can do it on mine.
Sorry, it's just funny watching like heads bobble on a plane, because like it'll go like ooh, ooh,
and then everybody's
like in sync. And
if I see that happening, I try to not.
Yes, I want to be the
opposite
way.
I want to be the one that's like fucking stoic, like.
My neck is tense the whole time.
It's just waiting for that moment.
I'm a fucking statue, yes. I knew this turbulence was coming.
You're like, they come to bring your water, and you like just turn your shoulders instead of your neck because you're like, you want some water? You're like, the fucking Terminator.
Oh fuck, sorry, sir.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so your meat pile in the back of the car.
Yeah, they were just. Most of the time they're just rowdy and and dumb, like asking dumb questions and
see that's why I gave myself a 4 as a passenger
because you would ask dumb questions
because I feel like I just try and talk to the person, like I try and be too friendly.
But see, I didn't have so I got it like what the point of this was I got into an Uber once or twice in Nashville, like after a night of drinking or whatever. You get in the back of this car and it's like a fucking hotel.
It is.
There's candy and there's fucking tissues. I'm like, who the fuck is like
There's
back here? There's water and Gatorades
and
and all kinds of shit. And I'm just like I'm in the car for like 20 minutes, maybe. And like, who's like, dude, you know what I could go for right now is a fucking hand of Jolly Ranchers. A handful of Jolly Ranchers would be fucking sick. I
could understand a mint. Like, oh man, I'm on a date and we took an Uber and we're gonna get drunk and I want my breath to smell nice.
Now my breath smells like Jaeger and I need to like.
Yeah, and now I'll get a mint so maybe she'll actually like me.
For my mouth smell over the rest of me.
Over
the drooling aspect is
So
I don't know. Understand? Like I probably like for me, I probably gave myself a because I don't touch anything. I got in there. I just like didn't talk. Fucking drive me to the place. Didn't say like I made I said hello and thank you, but that was the extent of it. I didn't comment on the guy's driving.
I would rather have like no service, like or just like straight. I shouldn't say no service, just straightforward service.
Yeah.
Than like
direct
awkward service.
Yeah. Like kind of serial killer vibes. Like
yes, I'm like don't like. I got an Uber ride from a guy in Green Bay once when I had to. And it was like when Uber first came out.
Yeah.
And it was fucking weird. Like his car like smelled like he like hand sanitized like everything and like he had a seat that sat like all the way back, but he sat upright. So
that's fucking weird.
So he's not using his fucking backrest.
That's fucking weird.
It was so odd.
Yeah, you getting erected, you're fucking done for. Like that, you'll be
like a fucking pink shirt. Like it was just weird.
Tell me more. It sounds like you remember every detail of this.
Yeah, because it was really weird. Like I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna get ready.
Does he have a seatbelt on too, or is he like?
Yeah, he had
because that's even weirder. Right? Because now you got your seatbelt, like the tension of the seatbelt pulling you back, but you're resisting.
But he's sitting forward.
Maybe he was doing like an ab workout. Maybe that was his thing. He was like, but it was a very low key.
No, but see, I feel like it was like he could just like
drop
back at any moment.
Gotcha. With like a screwdriver or something.
Yeah,
just take you down.
Yeah.
that was just take you down.
Nice guy.
I wonder if that was like on the preset.
Nice
so
guy,
like when you
but-
got in the car, he was like, "Oh, this guy's definitely a 2," and on the preset, and you push
He,
2,
like,
and then the seat like goes back. You know, he's just like, "Oh," but the next guy, he's like, "Oh, this guy's much stronger. He's a 1," and the seat goes back
Seat
up
goes
forward.
back up.
Yeah.
I can't kill this guy. That's me. I'm a fucking 2. He's got like a little rating. He pulls down his
Yeah, he's
visor
like-
and flips it up. He's like, all right, 1, guy's too strong. Number 2, guy's too weak. 3, guy's paraplegic.
Yeah. 3, the guy is unconscious. I can,
Yeah, 4, the guy's already passed
yeah,
out.
yeah.
5,
I
is
have my
strong.
way with him.
Yeah.
Put my hand up his ass and working like a puppet.
Oh my God! Thanks for the 5 stars.
I give you the best rating.
Yeah, that's
So the weirdest thing, not the weirdest, but one of the weirdest things I had happen when I was an Uber driver was this guy's like, White Castle's a big thing there, and he's like, "Hey man, you want to stop at White Castle real quick?" And I'm like, "Whatever, I can
Just
take you to
White
White Castle." Yeah, and he's like, "Let's go." So we went, and this dude ordered like fucking 50 sliders, right?
50 sliders.
At the fucking drive-through, dude. Like, what kind of asshole does this? Like, and so here I am. I'm just
in a bag.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, dude, you need a fucking crate. Like, they got to wheel that shit out on a
50
dollar.
fucking
They
sliders.
got like a fucking cart that wheel it out, and there's like fucking 4 people like loading them in the trunk,
Yeah.
And I'm just like, it held up the line for like 45 minutes. Like, it was
Yeah.
ridiculous. Like, that's a walk-in order. That's the thing. Like,
That's
with
rude as fuck. Yeah.
with
That's
the
like
with the drive-throughs.
Yeah.
And that's another thing I want to talk about real quick. You go to a drive-through, you fucking know what you're getting. Don't act like you don't fucking know. You pull up, listen. You go to Taco Bell, for example, Taco Bell. You go to Taco
Okay.
Bell. I don't go to Taco Bell very often, but if I do, I know exactly what the fuck I'm getting from Taco Bell because Taco Bell's menu hasn't changed. The core of the menu hasn't changed in fucking 50 years.
No, so I sometimes pull up and have no idea what I'm gonna order,
But you pick the place.
but I pick the place.
Hold on a second. Hold on. So you pick the place.
I picked the fucking place, and I'll tell you why.
Oh my god.
Because I have a genuine reason.
You're the guy.
Every fucking time they put something new, I say, almost every time we pull up, I say, yeah, can I just have a second? And they, of course, right? The person
Yeah.
behind me is already pissed off. Like,
Right.
Fucking
That's
asshole.
me.
Like,
Yeah.
Tim's
This fucking guy.
talking to me. Move out of the way, douchebag. And so I look at the menu because like sometimes they have specials or they have like a new item on the menu that they're trying out, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll get one of those. But I have like when I go to like McDonald's, I know what I'm getting every time.
Every time.
4 McChickens.
Okay.
I'm
For,
gonna feel
the
fucking
sandwich.
gross. It's $6 for 4 McChickens.
The sandwich. It's a
Yes.
sandwich.
Yes, correct.
You eat 4
So, but if I 4 McChickens,
4 McChickens.
I usually
With-
finish
do
3
they-
of them.
and the 4th one is
I
just like
throw it a
it's
homeless guy.
100% regret.
Yes.
So
Usually if I'm having a bad day, I'll polish that 4th one off. But
like all in one go.
Yeah.
Like while you're driving,
no, I gotta be pulled over.
you pull over to do this.
Yeah.
Like in a
I
in a
rub
part,
one
like,
out. I
yeah.
eat the McChickens.
Oh, like behind like a fucking.
Gotta get that special sauce.
Goddamn. You're like
No.
fucking sitting behind a supermarket. They're like throwing out all the old food in the back, and there you are with your 4 McChickens, just going to town, rubbing one out, eating.
I'm
chicken.
like, I obviously don't keep my office very clean.
Apparently.
You've seen it. But
I
give
have second thoughts about riding in your vehicle now. Honestly, like there's.
I get very fucking like anal about like when I open a fucking like McChicken.
We should try a different word for this conversation.
Yeah. Okay. I get very
Meticulous.
meticulous when I open the McChicken.
Yes.
They throw the fucking lettuce on there so fast that
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
they're throwing it from across the shop. So when I open it up, I don't want the lettuce to spill everywhere.
Mhm.
So I like carefully open it up, and if there's lettuce, I like fold it in.
Oh.
But like, go look at my fucking office right now. You'd have no idea that this guy has like an issue with being OCD.
So-
You'd be like, dude, this dude probably fucking lives in a rat's nest. Like,
So when you go to McDonald's, you know you're getting your 4 McChickens.
yes.
And there's somebody in front of you like perusing the menu as if it's their first time ever going to McDonald's.
I might get a little mad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you know. And how about this? Do you have anybody that comes with you that has the same, not the same order as you, but they know exactly what they're getting every time they go to?
Yeah, I think usually. And I think as a passenger, you just have to be ready to blurt it out, right?
There's serious anxiety there with the whole.
Dude, whenever I have a passenger in my car and I go and get fast food, I don't say your fucking order. Don't make me repeat it. Don't whisper it in this ear.
You make them yell it across.
Yes, fuck that. Like
You don't think it's weird? Like the people inside, they're like, "Well, this guy's got 2 different voices." That's kind of
No,
weird.
I just go. All right, that's the end of the first order. Next one's on another another
and
tab.
they're like, "Fuck,
Yeah,
a whole
and
new,
they're like,
this is all new work, motherfucker." Yeah,
yeah. And then the person next to me is like,
yeah.
I'll have a McDouble.
Yeah.
Can I get a large side of fries and a
Can you repeat all of that? I can't hear a damn word you're saying.
McFlurry at the end? And then their orders always wrong.
It's always fucked up. Yeah, because they're now like
the
they're,
person next to me is yelling, not me.
they might as well be standing in the car behind you ordering that
I went
shit.
to McDonald's yesterday.
Did you?
Got the 4 McChickens.
You did. Did you finish all four? of
Yeah,
them?
the lady forgot to turn off her microphone.
She's
So
like, this.
she's like, all right, like 6:33 at the first window, and then she's like, she started fucking yelling
Yeah.
like at somebody like in the background, and then like it clicked off, and I was like, oh my god, like.
They weren't yelling about your 4 McChickens though.
No.
Like that's how. Like I would be self-conscious about that. I'd be like,
Have you ever like
Yeah.
like been the butt of a joke you've like walked in on and you're like,
Oh yeah. That's pretty much every day I come to work.
Somebody's just taunting
I feel like I come in and I'm just like, what's it gonna be today?
yeah,
Let's hear it. And and I just try to stay in my lane and shit happens. And it happens to me. And
yeah, but no one's ever like talking shit about you and they walk in and then all of a sudden they go, oh hey Tim,
yeah. Oh hey.
like I've been
Good to see you haven't shit your pants today. Way to go.
Motherfucking
Here's a
Tim
sticker.
walk in. Yeah. Here's a sticker,
Here's
Tim.
a
Congrats
sticker,
on not
yeah.
shitting your pants. Third day in a
But it
row.
is only 1:30 in the afternoon, so all bets are
No,
off.
but have
know?
you like legit ever walked in on like anybody and they're like in the middle of like talking about something that you did, whether you like fucked up or something, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I guess we're taking this seriously now, is what
Just-
you're
yeah,
thinking.
just
Like
give
as
me,
you
like,
walk in,
a-
you're just like, okay, I guess
Because I'm
it's
trying to think, because I definitely have before, where it's like, I'm just trying to think of like a situation, but like I know for a fact that like I worked at a nursing home when I was younger, right? And I was like,
How young?
Like 16.
You're cleaning up shit when you're
First
16.
time I saw a pair of tits was at a nursing home. too,
Holy
by the way.
fuck, dude!
Fucking super
That's
depressing.
some orangutan titties.
I mean, real tits in person.
oh,
right.
not like it's not
I
like,
saw
and
some
you
on
couldn't
the
even go to
internet,
the
and
yeah.
then I saw
yeah.
them in person, and they were like,
You're like, these
saggy.
look way different than I saw on the internet.
way different.
Yeah, like
yes.
I
Like,
feel
what
like
the fuck.
feel like on the internet gravity doesn't exist, but in the
No.
real world, gravity is a very real thing.
Yes, and it
It has effects on
definitely gets very heavy. Also, why the fuck at a nursing home would you just get butt ass naked?
people because you can.
and leave your door open.
Yeah, because you can. Like
Some 16-year-old boy is gonna walk past.
that's what they hope for. They're like literally waking up in the morning and they're like,
I very vividly
Today's the
remember
day.
that scene.
yeah.
Anyways, but I walked in on
Did
like
they have
some
like
of
candy?
the kitchen
They have
staff.
like candy on their bed. Like, hey, come on in.
Usually they did. In a jar next to their bed.
Yeah, they're like, come on, and with their
But I walked in
denture
on the
sitting next
kitchen
to
staff. Yes, that's gross. Time to go get a gummer.
it. Like a prison blowjob.
I walked in on some of the kitchen staff talking shit about like a job I did one time there, and that was like, and then they immediately shut up, right? They like
Oh.
they see you there, and they're like,
Yeah.
the air leaves the room,
Yeah,
and
the
you're
oxygen
like,
is sucked out. You're in the airlock now.
you're like,
so what's
hey.
up, guys? Yeah.
Hey, yeah. You
that's
ever have
some
that
shit.
happen?
Probably not.
No.
No, but I mean, I'm a little bit older than you, so I have to go through a lot more files in my head than you do, trying to remember shit. And like a lot of that stuff's been erased.
Yeah.
So like,
I try and just delete the bad stuff.
usually I bring it up.
You
Like,
bring it up.
I'll bring it up. Like I'll just walk. If I walk into a room and there's somebody like, and I fucked up at some point, I'm just gonna. That's like
Yeah.
I'm the hand grenade. I pulled the pin before I walked in that door.
I'm just gonna say it.
I'm just gonna fucking say it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
own up to it, and then let them say what they're gonna say, air it out, and you're on to the next fuck
Yeah.
up. On to the next fuck up. Bitch.
Yeah. Onto the next fuck up. I think I pretty much do the same. Like I hate fucking sour air. I hate like if I said some shit and like pissed you off, like I'll walk up and
Yeah.
hey, fuck, I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I just say dumb shit.
Yeah. I
Like
fucked up.
let's get this over with so we can keep working together.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I do that. It like if I fuck up on like sometimes I'll fuck up on something that's irreversible, like a typo on a file, you know,
on a flyer that
Yeah.
there's thousands of printed.
and like it's just something that you have to kind of own up to. And
Are you using that Google Doc thing I told you about now?
no,
It's a
there's
spell
this
check.
there's this thing called spell check though that
Yeah, but it Fucking Adobe doesn't know what
Adobe,
that means.
yeah.
They're like, what? AI that can
it's fucking-
that can
it's-
frame my
it's-
boss?
It's
sure.
yeah, it's spell check made by designers. Like it couldn't be any worse. Like
Yes.
that's the worst idea. Like you need spell check made by like librarians.
Dude, I feel like so. I just saw a cover the other day of like somebody's new album,
Mm-hmm.
and like I feel like for the first time
And forever.
in forever, like I feel like
That's a Frozen lyric that you just said, by the way. You're welcome.
oh, is it?
I think so.
Oh, you can clip me saying that and just cut me into the song. I feel like the first time in forever, like I feel like I saw stuff like cool album covers, and you're like, who the fuck made that art?
Yeah.
You know, when you're
yeah,
growing up, like
yeah.
like Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, sure.
Fucking just like fantasy landscapes.
Right.
And I saw one the other day, and I was like, I bet that was made by an AI.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So
I don't know
like
if I
all the
feel-
mystique is gone.
yeah, and it's like part of me was like, oh, that's actually kind of cool because maybe I could just make a fantasy landscape myself.
Mm-hmm.
But also, do I deserve to? Like,
No. Yeah, there's like like I don't know if you know Avenged Sevenfold, right?
yep.
Some of their albums covers they're pretty basic, but they're
Yes.
very like thought out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like or even Metallica stuff, Iron Maiden.
Mhm.
Like look at Iron Maiden shit, dude. Like like it's not a cartoon, but it's illustrations.
yeah.
And you're just like, God damn, because that's somebody drew that shit, right?
Mhm.
Like that's legit. But you're right. The stuff you see now, I'm like, there's so much smoke and mirrors these days. Like you can't believe it. And I'm just like, and then I think, could I do like what you just said? Could I do that? And like, probably. Do I want to spend the time on it? No, not really.
Yeah.
And would it be received? Probably not.
Would it be fucking horrible?
Would I walk
Yeah.
into a room and everybody be talking shit? Most likely.
Would I Uber out of there and get stuck at a light? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It would
Would
be
I
one of
drive myself home and just get stupid drunk?
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. While looking at that, just crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I printed it off. Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
put it on the wall,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. You put it in your wallet that you lost?
I put it on the wall.
Oh, I thought you said you put it in your